I feel sorry for all of you who feel the need to leave mean and disgusting and just absolutely abhorrent messages to people that you don't even know. Hi, it's me, Lil Lunchbox. Today I decided that I was going to answer some of your questions. As you all saw, yesterday was... literally have no words. Found out that my husband was most likely cheating. Knowing him, I doubt that he got together with that girl 2 weeks ago. They seemed very familiar, and honestly, I don't know. I say knowing him, but I clearly don't know him. People were saying I was harassing him and stalking him even though he was on my property, but I digress. All right, the first question is from Ebony Kofoed. Ebony says, asks rather, hardest part of being a clown if you put aside the social aspects for a minute. Well, I go through a lot of makeup wipes that can be expensive. Sometimes I fall asleep in my makeup, and that is a fucking pain in the ass getting that shit out of my pillowcases. I just can't sleep on white pillowcases. Jackie Peterson, my question is why? I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm legit wondering what it was in life that made you decide that this is how you want to live. Was it always a fascination? Was it a certain event? Is it because of a fond childhood memory? Something about the aesthetic has always appealed to me. And I think living my life as a clown is much deeper than the aesthetic, but that's, you know, what it started as originally. And yeah, I don't know, I decided I wanted to live this way because it feels like I am protected by my makeup. That when I am Lil Lunchbox, when I'm in my makeup, nothing can touch me. I am unstoppable. I am motivated. I am driven. First time I've ever really felt like I'm doing something consistently and enjoying it. So that's what made me decide, okay, this is what I need to do permanently. Like, I feel so much better when I'm in clown makeup. Like, I noticed that every time I wore the makeup, I felt better. Kimberly Miller, did your husband forgive you yet? Forgive me for living my truth. Is that what you're saying? No, he hasn't forgiven me because he's an asshole, and I don't owe him any apologies, except, okay, maybe the work thing was a... Go! What the fuck? But aside from that, I don't know what he would really be forgiving me for. I did not cheat. I flirted with someone in the DMs. He's clearly been flirting with certain people who shall not be named, and apparently some new bitch, so... Jen Skinner, I was curious, is this something that is a community? Have you found other people who not only have a clown persona but live the clown lifestyle full time? I have encountered one person, one girl on Instagram, Frog Lady, I don't remember if it's some numbers after that, but she lives her life in clown makeup. I'm not sure if she refers to it as a lifestyle, but she is very inspiring. I think she's like 18 maybe, and her makeup is just amazing. She does go out like that every day. It's just how she dresses, and it's not a costume to her. It's not a job. So yeah, I would consider her part of the clown lifestyle community. I don't know if she calls it a lifestyle, but it seems like she's living her life that way. I just started doing this for my own personal, you know, beliefs. So no, I haven't really spoken to anyone who, you know, I wouldn't call it a community as far as I know. I haven't encountered any other clowns, at least not spoken to them, who also live it as a lifestyle as opposed to a profession. Kylie Tane, I would assume. At what age did you start focusing on this lifestyle? Did you have any support? I thought about how much I liked how it looked maybe 5+ years ago. I first put on the makeup maybe a month or two ago. I'm not even sure now. And at first it was just for fun in the house, but then I realized I felt really good and I wanted to just go out like that. It was just something I felt like doing. And my husband was humiliated and embarrassed and said that I couldn't. And our relationship began to kind of deteriorate the more that I just lived my truth. And then as soon as I just fully adopted it and went out to class, to the doctor, everywhere, wanted to go to his mom's house with him one day, I think that was kind of where he, you know, that was the last straw for him. And yeah, I don't have much support. My aunt, who has commented on the page, she supports me. Love you. Oliver Sadra, When was the first time you left the house in clown attire / makeup, and how did it go? About 3 weeks ago. I think it was just before my husband left. Like, we had a huge fight because I wanted to go out in clown makeup and he just wasn't having it. We were fighting all the time. I went out expecting people to stare at me and laugh at me. Swedish people are much more polite, so they kind of look at you, make a slight, wide-eyed look, and then they just turn away. So it's not too bad. However, when I got home yesterday from being locked outside, as soon as I was waiting for the elevator, and when the doors opened, a woman and her child came out, and the woman laughed in my face. Like, I'm a human being. People think I want tons of attention, but I just want to be respected like everyone else. Evan Schreiber, have you ever been paid to perform a clown show, or do you prefer not to monetize your identity? I don't really have any issues making money from it. I just have absolutely no interest in like being an entertainer. I don't like juggling. I don't know how. We are more than just entertainers. This is a lifestyle for me. It's not a profession. Ella Whitney, what drives you to continue being such a beautiful, unique individual? Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Doing this is what keeps me going. It inspires me. I'm able to just do things I never thought I could do. And I attribute it all to this, and to be me, because I can't be anyone else, truly. I'm incapable. It's like, this is pretty easy. The only difficult part of it is that society is ridiculous. Do people expect a lot of emotional labor since you're a clown? Do they demand that you cheer them up? It's a good question, actually, because recently a very bizarre thing happened where a little girl and her mother were walking towards me. I was walking home and wearing clown makeup, of course, had my hood on, not feeling that great that day. And the little girl looked kind of upset, and then her mom was trying to console her, I think, and then she saw me, and she pointed at me and said something to the girl in Swedish. I don't know what it was. And the girl started like laughing and smiling, and it was almost like she was like, look at the clown, like that should cheer you up. And that's great that the girl was, happy, but it did feel kind of like they were making a mockery out of me, and I didn't like that. I have had people message me asking if I do parties and things like that. I get it, I guess, but the answer is no, I don't. And if I did, again, I wouldn't juggle or anything. Maybe I would do a rendition of The Greatest Love of All, but it would be about my love for being a clown. Allie McNauer, my question is, where do you learn the lifestyle? For me, it was just something that I saw. I liked the aesthetic, started wearing the makeup. It became part of me. I felt like this is me. This is who I was always meant to be. So it's not something I learned. It's not something I read a book about. I am trying to teach people about the lifestyle, or what I think the lifestyle is, on this page. So please continue to follow it, because I want to share it with people, because it's really truly helped me, and maybe it can help someone else. Courtney Hart, would you date another clown? Was your husband always accepting of it? He was never accepting of it. Would I date another clown? Yes. I would prefer not to date one who is a professional clown, because I feel like that would be weird. I feel like they probably wouldn't take it very seriously, the lifestyle, because they go, to work, they dress like a clown. It's not who they are. They come home and they take the makeup off and they feel relaxed. Ronan Woods, what's the best reaction you've gotten from strangers? I think an old woman saw me at the store the other day and exclaimed, "Herregud," which means, oh my God, in Swedish. It was like she had seen, I don't know, the devil. It was quite dramatic. GB Beard, does Clown Town exist? I feel like this is a reference to a children's program that I'm not familiar with. I would like to think that Clown Town exists in all of our hearts, but only some of us are able to access it. Reese Benton, how do you cope with the people that feel the need to leave hate comments or say rude things to you in person? I personally love your style, and fuck the haters. Fuck the claters. I don't care. I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for all of you who feel the need to leave mean and disgusting and just absolutely abhorrent messages to people that you don't even know. I know that you're dying inside. No one loves you. You don't have any friends. You lie awake in a cold sweat, shaking, wondering, is this as good as it's gonna get? And I simply can't relate. So yeah, I pity them, and that makes me feel pretty damn good, I have to admit. So keep the hate coming, because I personally revel in it. It sustains me.